Morning. So it is just 11 a.m. We'll wait a couple minutes for everyone to log on and then we'll get started. All right. Good morning. I am Amanda, the museum educator at the Connecticut Trolley Museum. So just mentioned just a second ago, it's just 11 o'clock, so we're going to wait a couple minutes to make sure everyone's on. The story we're going to be reading is one of my favorites, Madeline. Let me read that camera. And I'm happy to share it with you. Beautiful day out today. I hope everyone will be able to get out and enjoy the weather. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so hopefully everyone's been out to get some sun. We've been lucky the last few days. All right. So your phone says 10:55. Computer says 11. All right, we'll wait just another minute and then we'll get started. All right. Just anyone who's hopping on now, just a refresher, we're reading Madeline. I'm going to move my camera so then I can kind of show you guys the pictures a little bit. Get that stuff out of the way. All right. So, news. Just a little background if no one's ever read Madeline. It takes place in Paris. They've made a bunch of add-on stories, a couple of movies, a little cartoon show at one point. It's a fairly older story. So if you haven't heard of it, I'm glad I'm sharing it with you. All right, it's 11:03. We've been waiting for a couple of minutes, so hopefully everyone's on. So again, my name is Amanda. I'm the museum educator at the Trolley Museum. Today we'll be reading Madeline, one of my favorites I'm happy to share with you. So let's get started. In an old house in Paris that is covered with vines. I'm just going to move it a little bit. Trying to get the good angle. Sorry about that. There lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. In 2 straight lines, they broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. They smiled at the good and frowned at the bad. And sometimes they were very, very sad. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. In rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. She was not afraid of mice. She loved winter snow and ice. To the tiger in the zoo, Madeline would just say, "Pooh, pooh." And nobody knew so well how to frighten Miss Clavel. In the middle of the night, Miss Clavel turned on her light. She said something is not right. Little Madeline sat in bed, cried and cried. Her eyes were red. And soon after, Dr. Cone came. He rushed to the phone. Nurse, he said, it's an appendix. Oh, whoops, missed a line. And he dialed Danton 106. Nurse, he said, it's an appendix. Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry. Madeline was in his arms, in a blanket safe and warm. In a car with a red light, they drove out into the night. Madeline woke up 2 hours later in a room with flowers. Madeline soon ate and drank. On her bed there was a crank, and a crack on the ceiling had a habit of something looking like a rabbit. Outside were birds, trees, and sky, and so 10 days passed quickly by. One nice morning, Miss Clavell said, "Isn't this a fine?" Day to visit Madeline. Visitors from 2 to 4, read a sign outside her door, tiptoeing with solemn faces, with some flowers and a vase. In they walked and then said, "Ah," when they saw the toys and candy and the dollhouse from Papa. But the biggest surprise by far was on her stomach was a scar. Goodbye, they said. We'll come again. And the little girls left in the rain. They went home and broke their bread, brushed their teeth, and went to bed. In the middle of the night, Miss Clavell turned on the light and said, "Something is not right." And afraid of a disaster, Miss Clavell ran fast and faster. She said, "Please, children, do tell me what is troubling you." And all the little girls cried, "Boo-hoo! We want to have our appendix out too." "Good night, little girls. Thank the Lord you are well. And now go to sleep," said Miss Clavell. And she turned out the light and closed the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully we'll be seeing you at the Trolley Museum soon. Word is May 20th, things get to open. So hopefully we'll see you. Have a good day and enjoy the weather.